Alright, let's go ahead and get started. We left off apparently murdering everyone on Scorched Enclave. Oh, that's right, we were doing the the tomfoolery, the jumping. Alright, that's done. Not that we weren't doing that, we were doing painless, that's right, yeah. We were playing turret Gunhead. Anyway. Let us get started here with first petting the dog. The dog must be pet. I like how they have the Ergo keyboard on her waist. When are we getting some hacking going on? Alright. Let's do some Frozen Swamp starting out. Clear skies. Hey boo boo, how's it going? Do we have you leveled up yet? We do. So we can go for the nice rig. Weapon-wise... I mean, I guess considering we can't use a silencer anyway, might as well try the P90 a bit. I doubt we need that much ammo, though. Alright, we're good there. No meds, nothing else. We could probably bring a few drills, though. 2 should be fine. In Frozen Swamp, we're doing clear skies, so we're gonna need to do the drone jammer first. Frozen Swamp. Fucking her hair, man. it is like a crop top. It gives me like such 80s vibes for some reason. They're like a... That's kind of gnarly. No pun intended. If you kind of like squint your eyes a bit here and there, it's almost like the base of the tree has like faces in it. Like they're distorted, right? But like you can kind of get the sense that like it's almost looking at you. There's a medium mech there. Oh, come on. I actually kind of wonder, considering, I wonder, well, it kind of would make some sense, right? That these, like, aren't real trees. I mean, they could be, but with the whole roots, too, it kind of gives the illusion that they're, like almost organic printed. Like, if you had a bot to, like, actually, like, print out organic material. Yeah, exactly critical. Alright.
Not a bad deal. Time to drag it back.
Call me up. Alright, when it starts shooting, time to run away. Do not want to be a casualty to pot shots. But no, like, the base of the trees, like, it's not, like, common on a few of these, but this tree in particular, though, is got some interesting shapes in it. Oh, I think they heard me. Shit, run. It would help explain to the whole, like, you know, roots lifting a bridge sort of ordeal. It kind of raises a thought, too. For some reason, like, I was thinking about trees and, like, hurricanes knocking them over, and you would have, like, all of those, like, you would essentially have, like, the root system of the trees visible as they've been turned over by the wind. I wonder if we'll ever get, like, storms and stuff. Like, naturally we'll have probably, like, artillery strikes and effects like that, but, like, actually just, like, natural hazards. Yeah. Okay. Hey, Duffs. How's it going? Alright, we need schematics from the Titan. Other than that, I believe we're supposed to extract here. Let me just check real quick. Yeah, just extract. Got it. So not a lot of reasons to go over to the injector site here and loot anything. No, don't you shoot me. It's a 20 mil though, I think, though, right? It's not gonna hit anything. It's gonna be so surprising if they eventually just, like, make the 20 mil turrets actually deadly. It's gonna be such a surprise to get, like, mowed down by a turret that used to be, like, literally limp. Do your turrets have limp bullets? Alright, let's go in the safe way here. Also, I did bring a flashlight, so another reason to go in the safe way. So to avoid pop-in, we're kind of going around here. That way we don't kind of get stuck in between a Europans or Euruscan squad if they spawn all around us. Alright, time to find our schematics. Now, not having a flashlight does suck, but I can kind of see them, I think. Famous last words. Okay, so yeah, they would have spawned around us. That would not have been great. I want to see these missiles get shot. So much. I want to see the big explosion they cause. Alright, we're good there. Let's go ahead and knock these guys out. Waiting for a good angle first. Actually, maybe we'll just keep avoiding them. Where are my schematics at? What in the world? We haven't found it. Are they all like... Are they all they are in the dark? There's one, okay. There could be some down here. Alright, there's the pop in there. They might end up fighting, actually, considering it's Europa versus Eruska. I don't want to be in the middle of that, though.
Crush them to dust.
Alright, as they do, they're gonna get bodied. They'll like it eventually, just give them time. Appreciate it though. I don't think though that European squad killed a single Euruskin. Feels bad. Buff the scar.
Christmas.
No, it's not Christmas. I don't want to fight these guys. It actually would be cool to see the AI loot eventually too. I'm not really sure what they do with 50 cal, but you know, they could have beds on them. I think I hear Europans over here too. No, yeah, more Europans. I think, did more spawn up there? Okay. Ain't there. It's not there. Not there. Where the hell are these schematics? I should have brought a freaking scanner. Oh, we're here. Any bodies I can loot? There we go. Oh, there's one we missed. Okay. Alright, that's 2 out of 3. Now we just need one more. I will say, okay, I don't play Scav Girl that often. The weight is noticeable on Scav Girl. It feels like she is the only character that actually feels weight, though. Like, no other character is, like, punished this hard by carrying too much. There we go, it's so dark. Hold on. There it is, I can see it, we're good. Got it. Yes, the muzzle flashlight. Like, her sprint speed's still fine, but man, when you're walking around with her, if she's carrying, like, anything... It is brutal. Are you guys coming up? There you guys come. worked out pretty well. Alright, and we're good. Time to skedaddle. I kind of fear, weirdly enough, shouldn't it be like the opposite though? Like, I feel like weight should have more heavily impact your sprint speed than your actual walk speed. It would definitely probably make it more miserable, because you go slow, but it would make more sense, I think.
I can smell the skin barbecue from here.
Alright, move to stash. Turn in these quests. Hey, Andre. Alright, let's go over to Masked Man, who does not feel weight so heavily. Actually, he can carry around so much weight and not care. Let's go over to Mesa to iNav comp. We haven't killed a hind in a while. Sure, why not? Actually, we can do that one also. Expungement, just all the kill quests. So we have a Eurasia kill, we have a Europa kill. Is there a Euruscan kill? Nightfall, not yet. If you're talking between the December patch, not yet. Since December, we've had basically one hotfix for the December patch, and that's about it. Though they're at work with the next one. T90, Cyborg. I imagine we'll probably see it by the end of March. It did say a Q1 update, right? So at the very latest end of March. Sure, we'll do Call to Herd. Alright, so Masked Man. Do we actually still have a 36M? I might have lost it. Oh, we still do, thank God. Alright, and then pneumatic jump. Shotgun, sure, why not? I need to fix my rep real quick. Hey Grillo, I would like to apologize. How would you like 31 organs? Not a big fan, actually. Alright, we'll just do the 171 bottles of scotch. There we go. Get her AA12. And let's do like one more wave. And now we need 20 mil. Lovely 20 mil. That's plenty for that. So let's go over to Mesa and start up. I kind of also don't think they've done their next fest yet. So, like, if you're unfamiliar with Next Fest that's currently going on in Steam, it's for early access games. And the way it works is you can only ever put your game onto it once. And I don't think they have yet. So I'm curious if they're gonna like aim for like the I think there's usually one in summer too. I think there's like one per quarter if I recall correctly. Maybe it's like 3 a year, I think. Like one in the spring, one in the fall. I guess it's technically winter right now. There's usually one during summer though. And I do think they should like, they might be waiting to get the game to a good state before they do it, but it should be a good thing to do eventually. I always make sure I look at all the game pages on there, basically, at least the more popular ones, to see if I miss anything. Oh, flying tank. Or I guess skating tank right now. All right, we do not have our chopper yet today. Oop. There we go. They seem a bit lost. Mr. Grooves, how's it going? That's surely gonna cause me the HKs though, right? Usually the 20 mil has a lot of threat behind it, so if you start shooting it off like I just did, you generally get HKs. It might not spawn though until we actually get off the unreachable height. Oh, it's a civilian. I almost shot. I thought you were a cyborg. No. Honestly, I feel like the sniper should be up here. There's a quest that spawns a sniper, and they're usually either over there or they're on the ground. This would be a great spot for a sniper. This is a very quiet Ashen Mesa today. Alright, well. No helicopters, I guess we'll move on. Yeah, nice and weirdly calm. Mostly calm. Alright, there's the HK. I wonder if we're gonna get an Orgamech. No, you... Oh, no, but it's just, EOD. Wrong gun. Usually, Dusty, like, if it's calm when you first get the spawns to happen, it's generally always calm after that. Once the spawns have been set for the map, I don't think they change very much, if at all. Like, for example, on Ashen Mesa, right? Not Ashen Mesa, Scorched Enclave, when you just, like, constantly spam and reset the spawns inside the bunkers. It generally seems to be consistently the same. No, I'm getting shot by the EOD, okay. Alright, let's leave and head back in so we can try to find a chopper to kill. Is that me? No, okay. Alright, there's an EXO though. Yeah, thankfully they're leaving. I would usually just like to wait here and wait for them to go away, but sometimes the EOD HK can aggro them to you. Yeah, I feel like it's placeholder for now, Dusty. We'll see if they change it at all. They, like, one of their big things they wanted to do with the Q1 update, right, was change the way how spawns work to make it a bit more organic. Because, like, that's partially the reason why you have pop-ins, right? It's because the spawns are in a very small area around you. And sometimes you'll just stumble upon one when it happens. Man, I wonder if we're gonna see a nerf to shotguns. Apparently they're doing some, like, a weapon pass in this update also, which I'm guessing means some rebalancing of the guns, or just changes to the guns. I hit him. Not even anymore. Just time to leave. We don't need to loot. I'm very curious too if we're going to see a change to HKs also, if their omniscience is going to go away.
Wake me up in a year.
Alright, we got that one done at least. I swear, it feels like the chopper only doesn't spawn when I have the quest to kill it. The chopper is a very common spawn on that map. Alright, move to stash. Any gold bricks around? There we go. All right, 20 mil again. I do enjoy me some Ass Man. We just played Scav Girl, and we picked up like 3 things, and we're suddenly slow all of a sudden. All right, we're good there. Also, anything good? I mean, I'm 16. It's not a Vepper, so I'm happy. We're trying to have a VKS. Who's a good boy? Are you moved forward a bit? Aren't you usually back there? Alright, regions, Mesa, ruins, and we're good. Also, I'm very excited for ever to get an update to the animations of the helicopter so it stops skating around. So Spooky,
I hate the surface.
on their Q&A page, right? Not Q&A page, like their Steam page. Unless they changed it recently, it said essentially they want to be in early access for a year. So technically speaking, September of this year is when the EA page references to, I guess. I don't think that's going to be the case, but it could be though. It certainly could be. I personally would say more in like the 2 to 3 year span, but like if they want to keep to what they said on the EA page, it's a year. And like I will say too, like they can do the whole thing also. I forgot my jump. They can do the whole thing also where they release and then like add extra content to it. No problem. Like that is like one of the nicer features about extraction shooters is they're pretty modular. adding new weapons or new content like maps and new quests doesn't really exactly require an overhaul of the game. Alright, yeah, you can still get up here without pneumatic. Let me finish, game. Was going to say, you can still get up there with without pneumatic jump. It's just a bit more dangerous because you can miss the jump there. Alright, well, A, there's no chopper still. And B, I'm suddenly finding myself on not a lot of HP. It's time to go ahead and leave again. You know, I swear, it feels like the chopper spawns every single time you play this map when you don't have the quest. Conspiracy theory. The quest actually gives you a negative modifier. Oh, there's the chopper, it's just on the ground. Weirdly enough, though, that event spawns on a few different maps with the crashed chopper. However, it's still the Eurasian chopper model, but it has European pilots around it, or a European pilot around it. So I'm guessing it's probably just a placeholder for now until we actually see an actual European chopper. Why are you? What the hell? And that's definitely one of the things I'm actually kind of pumped for too, right? Is just new units. Why me? That sound you're hearing means we're almost dead. And there's fucking ranged cyborgs here. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of placeholders for sure. But I'm very excited to see like both A, animation polishing, and then B, new units. New units would be so much fun, and new weapons too. Just new stuff all around, other than just maps. Okay, thank God they're not over here. Time to run away.
Another day, oh, another dollar.
Alright, we didn't loot it all, so we can just run it back real quick. Let's make sure we can jump this time. Jump. Yeah, Andrea, it's fun. It's also nice to, I personally really enjoy seeing the progression through time of, like, the updates. So I enjoy it. Yeah, like, technically speaking, the early access page alludes that it would be this year. But, like, that might have been before they knew they got more support and more money to extend development. It's a ghost, Mr. Grooves. Alright, third time's the charm, right? Can I actually just go this way instead, actually? I'm gonna take some fall damage here, I think. Yeah, that hurt a little bit. Alright, now we have the chopper. Can I get up this way, though? That. What? That wasn't a tank. It was just a piece of something. What the hell is that? It can break a fall. It was a chair? Okay. I couldn't even tell what it was. But that makes sense. Chairs do have physics. It can help break a... Technically, so the way it works, I believe, is like... If we were to fall this far with that pneumatic jump, we would actually take some damage. And so, like, the area in which you start taking damage with the pneumatic jump's a bit less. Or, I guess, a bit more. And like, here's the thing, like, it's not, I don't want to say, like, there is challenging and there's artificial difficulty, right? And like, I mentioned this too, right? Like, you shouldn't really balance a game around a player like me who has put so much time into it, right? Because all you would ever really do is alienate the more casual players. Like, make the game the difficulty you want it to make, but don't balance it around someone who plays way too much. Yeah, Angry Hind, you cannot go any higher. It's stuck at that height. Hey zombie, how's it going? I have never actually managed to break the AI of the chopper this well. Like, I'll get into a spot where it'll shoot back at me, but can't really because of the height difference. But like this time, it actually just can't shoot back. Alright, we need to hurry before it despawns. We definitely, for Eurasia, we don't know. My theory is it's not a pilot. It's like if it's a pilot, it's like one that's like integrated inside of the thing, right? Like it almost might be, once again, akin to like a dreadnought, where they basically shove like a cyborg into there, or at least like a human brain into there. I mean, there could be a pilot, right? But like, do you really even need a pilot in that instance if you're Eurasia? Alright, so we're hurrying. So, if you're unfamiliar with the Hind, when it dies, it currently, weirdly enough, when it hits the ground, it will turn into a drone corpse. So when we're looking right now for the corpse of the chopper, it's going to look like a drone corpse, a European one at least. And there is always a bit of difficulty finding it after it dies, especially when you're far away. What if it died out of bounds too? It felt like it was over here, right? Like, hold on. CSI shit right here. Yeah, it should be dead over here somewhere. This is the downside of doing it so far away. Sometimes you just lose the corpse. It bounced toward the road. Let's see if we can scan for it. Hold on. Yep, still too short. I should be able to get up this way if I recall correctly. Or take some damage, actually. How did I get up here last time? Was it this way? I've gotten up here before, it's just been a while. How did I get on you from forever ago? Oh well. If I was a drone corpse, where would I be? Not in there. It might have despawned by now. They usually do a pretty good job of sticking around. It could have like bounced out of bounds or into something weird too. It could have been like over the actual, what's it called? The building too. Sure, Jamie. So unfortunate. Yep, yeah, it's gone. All right, well. Let's see if Goldbrick's over here. Well, we can find one. I wonder if we can get the quest part though from Frozen Swamp. I am aware, Jamie, yeah. They kind of alluded to it in their feedback posts. Goldbrick? No, Goldbrick. So, Zombie, in their, like, feedback section, they broke out bugs, like, into bugs and feedback. And the feedback section, they were talking about how they want to test, like, AI, weapons, performance, I think, and, like, networking. So I imagine the patch we're going to see, I guess the playtest by extension, is going to be related to that. No. Though I am curious too about that any maps we might say also. Considering the mapping team would be a different team from everyone else, like we naturally should see either some new maps or some updates to old maps, along with anything else they include.
Wake me up in a year.
I'm using an AA-12 and then a 20mm 36M. I have been using the SCAR quite a bit though during this run, or during just like playing with no silencers. It's fun. It shreds it's so good when you can land headshots consistently. It eviscerates heavy Euruscan infantry so well. I wonder if I technically haven't actually checked to see if Goldbrick spawns in this map. I would highly doubt it, but it's interesting to say the least. Okay, so the chopper is supposed to spawn over here in this corner. And let's bring some shotgun ammo too. All right, we're good. Let's bring a jump also, see if we can't find a spot to kill it with. Hello. If there was ever like a reworking, it kind of depends, Jamie, contextually on what quests you're trying to do, because it will change depending on what you're trying to do. Like, for example, if you're trying to do against one scamp, this is probably one of the better spawns to go kill the guy real quickly. But like, yeah, it depends on what quest you're trying to do. It's contextual, which is nice. Like a map like Ashen Mesa really only has a good spawn side and a bad spawn side. But a map like this, it's really just dependent on what you're trying to do. So, like, the chopper usually spawns over here in this area. Is there really even a spot where, I guess we could there is Shantytown, right? The ability to get on Shantytown and just do that. Plenty of cover there. Hey, Blood. No, this map is great. It's a low priority too, but I am curious if we can ever see like a change to the whole minefield thing for out of bounds. But yeah, the chopper spawns over here in this area. It doesn't spawn very common, like way less than Ashen Mesa, but it does happen. I mean, this could probably work, especially if you play the angle here. It's a bit dangerous. It's not as clear cut as the other areas, but like, I'm sure if there was a chopper over here, you could kill it from the top of here. But like, you would have to have a pneumatic jump to get up here. Yeah, and like, we saw it too. We kind of, well, we see it too in Alpha Mausoleum, right? That they are going to older maps and adding some things in here and there. I honestly wouldn't mind just like a quality of life pass too on the older maps. Yeah, I wouldn't... It's hard to say if they're like actual trees or not, because kind of their root systems and then the trees themselves have this very weird printed quality to it, right? Like, imagine, yeah, like it's they look like trees and they take the shape of trees, but they might be 3D printed or like grown. Alright, so I don't really need anything in this area. We had high navcom, payback, and then we have the scav quest, okay. This is gonna hurt a little bit. I know you hear me, but you can't get up here, so you can't hurt me. I'm just a bird. Stop being so paranoid. Yeah, they could be real trees too, right? But like, hold on. Like, the main thing is their root systems, right? They just seem very weirdly shaped and like designed. It kind of gives the sense that like you would have these trees kind of sprawl out and grow. And conceptually too, right, we have the hives of Yoruska, the drone hives. So like, imagine if you had like, if you got seed bombed. As in, like, Yoruska basically shot with artillery shells seeds over your area, and they would kind of grow into, the ground and leech off resources here and there to actually print themselves and like construct these trees to be of use. I just wanted to go do my own thing, and you guys made me murder you. I guess it was self-defense, so it's not murder. Guess we're gonna go around. Like, their whole, like, vines, right? And it could be the case, too, that maybe they are just trees and these vines are more parasites. So it could be like these are real trees, and then, like, much like you see in nature, too, there are vines that will kind of grow up the tree like a parasite. I can't remember the name. Like, there's like vines that do that. I can't remember the name of the vine that does that here, but that could be the case here, where these are real trees, but the vines themselves aren't real. They are like organically grown or bioengineered. Well, like a zombie, you're making me think of RimWorld, right? The corpse trees in RimWorld. I never noticed that you were here before. This weird-looking container here. Look at that little thing. I don't think I've ever seen you here before. Wait a second. This little orange barrel. But like, yeah, like these vines here, they don't really, like, considering the vines and then along with the bridge supports, they feel a bit weird. Like, definitely bioengineered, right? Like, even those trees, I would say, right, they look a bit misshapen. Just deal with you real quick. Like, usually trees don't come out of the ground at that kind of angle, right? Unless they have to. I'm not sure if anything can live in this water. This is like heavy metal water for sure. Okay, shaders. But yeah, like these things, like, we have the metal things too, right? But we also have like these, like, the vines going up to support them. But no, like this water, I can't imagine anything actually is in this water that is alive, if you will. Maybe like robotic fish or machines, but living, God no. Okay, there's grass here, right? Grass means safe, right? Okay. Thankfully, we were right this time. Alright, I see grass. I'm assuming it's safe. Okay. Can never be too sure with the water here. Sometimes it'll trick you. Pop in. But yeah, like, yeah, it kind of makes sense too. Like the worst offenders with these vines also are the hives. So it kind of gives the sense that, like, yeah, you maybe have these parasitic vines that are like 3D printed to grow over like the natural. Huh. I've never noticed you guys before here. I'm kind of weirded out because they're kind of large, right? Hold on here. All right. I mean, those are definitely people. Those are not cyborgs. They're also very, very big people. Like, they're gigantic people. I mean, maybe we'll see some giants in the future. We've seen it in a few like a few spots, right? Where the scale of things is a bit wacky. I could be just explaining a, you know, scaling issue, but at the same time, who knows? Maybe there could be. They're not that big. But I can see the case for like bioengineered humans, right? Being that big, like giants. And it's, yeah, probably just scaling. No. It's so sad these aren't real. I am camouflaged. No one can see me. Are these all not real? Yeah, they're all not real. Wait, can I get up that way? There's no way. Definitely get down that way. I'm not gonna lie, it would be so much work, but like conceptually though too, imagine if the variant of this map was a flooded version of this map with like the lower levels entirely unusable. And you had to like navigate the catwalks. Congratulations, you're now playing a platformer. Alright, that's done. Like, it weirdly feels like it has enough. It's not like enough here yet to actually support it, but like conceptually, right? There's all of these stilted platforms around, right? Yeah, Easter Ip, that'd be cool too. Just like a timed flood, like the water slowly rises. I don't need to lower you. But I'm going to anyway. It is lowering. It's so damn slow. It's so eerie too with no sound. Poor guys. Give me your stuff. Wait, what's the gimmick of Frozen Swamp? Is there a gimmick? Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, considering zombie, yeah, the core tenet of fracking, right, is you're injecting water into the...
Another day
into the ground to kind of break up anything that's being held down by particles.
Stay alive.
I'm not sure if we can go further this way, Law. We're currently at max challenge, probably. I guess like the other challenge though is is just pure stealth, like no ammo. But I wouldn't even consider that. Brightness at 0. Like I probably wouldn't do that just because there's so many scenarios, right, where just you get bad luck. Like sometimes like there's nothing you can do, sometimes you just get a bad roll of the die and you have to fight. I will say the biggest thing I'm afraid, let's go over to Gunhead. The biggest thing I'm afraid of though, let's not have these on, is that they remove my favorite spot in Cemetery. That would be cool, but like it definitely would probably require a lot of additions to the map. Right now, there's not really enough platforms to do it, but conceptually it's really cool, right? Yeah, like dynamic events like that. Things that change how the map works. Did I not? Oh, that's right, I gotta change my thing. I forgot with Gunhead, you had to change it off to Gunhead. Gunhead's Gunhead. No one saw anything. No one. Nothing happened. Oh no, my game bugged out. We were in a loading screen and now we're back to the innards. Nothing happened in the last 30 seconds at all. Let's go see if my favorite spot in Cemetery is gonna still be there in the future. Nothing happened. No one saw anything. Favorite spot, offing myself. Yeah. You know what? The game wanted to give us night shift, okay? I can appreciate that. It wanted us to see the glory of red flares. When do we get flares? I want to have these flares around. Oh, what's this? Floating in the middle of the air. You know what I want to see? I want to see the ability to shoot the control pads to close doors. Maybe what you can do, right, is like naturally you can't have doors get perma-locked because otherwise they would like, you would soft lock yourself in the map. But like imagine if you could shoot doors shut and you had to go repair them to open them again. So like for example, I could trap the dog outside. Or is it here or no? Okay, it's not. I don't even have that quest I think this time. It's stuck on. The whole like the coloring too is very aquarium like, right? I would love... Naturally, we're not going to see it anytime soon, right? But like in the future, I would love to see almost like a water almost theme map, or like a water themed like expansion. Hey Zero. I'm doing well, thanks. How are you? We're just being sneaky as we can with Gunhead. I mean, I can't help but think there'd be like mega structures out in the ocean too, right? I think the only time I've been jump scared recently was like, I think the last stream when we heard dog once in Mausoleum. We opened the door and it was literally just waiting for us to grab us. Despite it didn't give us an indication that it was aggroed, it literally just ambushed us. It was a jump scare for sure. I wonder where the dog went. Be free. Be free. Be free. You also be free. Sir, you're stuck. Sir? Sir? Do you not want to leave? That'd be very cyborg of you, friend. I wonder if I can stealth kill without alerting these guys. I guess he just wants to be here. All right, whatever. Yeah, he's paralyzed by fear. So he is noisier. He is noisier than everyone else when he is standing. But they, as part of the January kind of hotfix or patch, they essentially made his crouching as stealthy as everyone else. But when you're standing up and running around, you aggro a lot. You aggro a lot more. You aggro a lot more things. Oh, hey. I just rescued you. Just having a little sit, I guess, or a stand. I can't kill it, they would hear me. You can't reload it. No. You can't modify it and you can't reload it.
Situation critical.
Yeah, that tracks. It's essentially an extra gun. It can get you... It lets you put more firepower down range. It technically also lets you engage 2 targets at once, though it's a bit derpy. So I believe by default, the gunhead's gunhead will prioritize or shoot at the closest target. And so if you play with that in mind, you can kind of engage the next closest target, so you can kill 2 things at once. And typically speaking too, because Gunhead can't heal, you would be hard pressed to be able to like shoot all of your bullets and reload and not find yourself, you know, dying from HP loss. Interesting, we aggro dog, but we still gotta complete. All right. Let's do some old man. And let's not prestige. So I can use the pack mule. Let's bring the scar too. Though I'm gonna probably need to fix it again because it always just breaks. So if I customize you, you're actually equipped right, okay. No, we don't want a laser, we want a flashlight. Am I out of flashlights? Hold on, let me go talk to our little friend Grillo here. There we go. So flashlight, foregrip, it's beautiful. Yes. Wait, which one's the best? I like this one. And I want the stubby. Ah, yes, beautiful. We can probably use a sight too. I haven't used so many of these in so long. Sure, why not? All right, 50 cal. That's gonna be plenty. Let's get some quests going. Sure, we can use cigarettes. Yes, yes, yes. And then you probably won't be done in one quest line, so that's fine. Sure, we can hope for let's hope for the Rat King. It probably won't happen, but you never know. Yeah, Duff's, like, that's also a reason too, conceptually, why I want them to move away from an IRL timer. Because all that happens then, right, is you just, like, just play the timer and stock up on ammo. So it's essentially almost limitless. If they moved over to a much more consistent system of, like, every day, like every raid or every 2 raids or every X amount of days or X amount of raids is a day, and then that like determines the resets, you create periods of scarcity. Easter egg. I never thought of that. That's actually kind of funny. That would be kind of hilarious. I was hoping for Rat King too, but probably not this time, right? But no, like that, like there's a very big reason why I'm so curious on why they seem enamored with an IRL timer, because it seems so much easier to provide a consistent experience when you detach the game from an IRL timer like that. Like if you move over to like a static system, right, where every raid is like part of a day. I hate doing this, but I don't want to shoot. So I highlight this on my water post, right? If you move over to a day system, right, where let's say 1 day shift and 1 night shift is a day, in that passage of time, drain some water, and then like vendors reset after X amount of days. You can kind of force players a bit to do things they wouldn't normally do, right? And have to like experiment or utilize what they might have, as opposed to just constantly being able to like play the clock to stock up on what they want, right? Say for example, you know, if vendors reset only every 7 days in game, right? You might use a lot of like, let's say for example, you use a lot of like your 5.56 in day 1, right? You now need to look at alternate guns, right? So say for example, like, oh no, like I'm day 1 of a 7-day reset, and like I use all my 5.56, and I need to look at different guns, look at other guns and so on and so forth, play stealthier, and like you can actually do mechanics too, right? To actually provide ways of bypassing that. So say for example, you can expedite resets with water. Say for example, like Grillo can send you a faster caravan, but he's going to need more water to do it. But yeah, because like, these were added recently too, right? So like we can see that they're still touching up old maps with new things. All right, I don't think Rat King can spawn on Night Mausoleum, but I'm gonna go check real quick. And if not, we're gonna go to the trench lines, get our cigarettes done, and then medbay, and then leave. And we're not trying to shoot at all because shooting would be our death here, probably. Yeah, the chaff cyborgs are pretty... I mean, they hurt quite a lot, right? They hit for us like 400 or 500. Yeah, so like the regular cyborgs standing up take 2, but both the crawlers and the scramblers only take 1. So when it comes to scrawlers and scramblers, it's actually usually easier to melee them than to shoot them because those units don't have head hitboxes. Like this guy, I can shoot in the head and he'll go down. But these the scramblers and then the half cyborgs, right? They actually don't have a head hitbox, so you can't one-shot kill them without like a large caliber gun, like a 36M. Now, unfortunately, we are, because we're playing Old Man in one-shot range of a dog. But I'm hoping there's not one in the trench line, famous last words. I know the one up here near pipes is 100% spawn chance on this map, but I'm not sure about the trench lines. I think conceptually the whole thing with the bombers, right? They know that a certain amount of the product will get damaged on drop, but I don't think they care. Like naturally some will survive, some will get broken in half, and then, you know, so on and so forth. But like that's the whole purpose of Brother Courage, right? Is to repair the ones that get damaged or recycle them. Yeah, they're cheap and mass produced, and like they don't care. Like part of their whole life cycle was breaking, right? That's literally what the mothers are for. Also, I will say, like, I know we have it bad going to Nighttime Elephant Mausoleum, but you know who has it worse? This guy, who is like just chilling on a bed surrounded by cyborgs and things that want to probably kill him. So case in point, if I didn't miss, there we go. They get one-shot meleeed. All right. You enjoy those cigarettes, friend. It can also just be the thing too, Duffs, right? Where it's like, they consider a process of selection too. Like, if you can survive getting airdropped, you wouldn't survive a 50 cal bullet to the head. So it's just like a sense of like its own QA process. That's a very good question, Gimme. I don't really have a way of telling considering the state he's in, but that's a good point. You might be a cyborg. I gotta hurry before Dog comes back. I'm panicking. Alright, that's one. Technically, all I need to do is open the door. I don't need to loot the door. Where is it? Where's I'm panicking? I can hear Dog. Run! I don't care what's inside. I just wanted to open the door for the quest. Yeah, to some extent, right? There's definitely some higher quality cyborgs here and there, but for the most part, it's just part of their recycling process, right? They just want to airdrop some guys over, and like the ones that break aren't wasted, they're just turned into spare parts. Or even that, are just rebuilt, right? Like, there's reason to believe that there's like two states of the cyborgs. You have the first state, which is like the human cyborg, right? Where it's still human inside. And then you have the second state where it's basically a shell. It's just a robotic shell at this point. And like in my video, right, I kind of highlight where it seems like the blue-eyed ones, the ones that are in good states, are the ones that are still piloted by like actual brains. But the red-eyed ones, right, are the ones that have been replaced by their programming, right? It's why, for example, the severed cyborgs are kind of dumb or derpy. It's because that they don't have like an actual like a brain, a backup brain, if you will. They just have programming at that point. But like, for example, the soldier, like once you get to the point where you have your Asian soldier cyborgs, the one with P90s, they actually have an extra kind of brain, if you will, to help them operate guns. Maybe back home. Good father courage, yeah. All right, Briggs. Get the good old big one. What do I want to use? How much 45 do I have? Not a lot. I can just go full P90 here, I guess. It's beautiful. You weigh the same, right? Yeah, it's the same as rifle rounds. The Orgamech is father courage. Not sure that's how that works. Alright, we're good here. That's why he needs so many cigarettes for after? Okay. My god, he gets around. It does raise the question of how he adjusts cigarettes so fast. And like, this is the thing too, right? We're not that much slower than Scav Girl, but we have so many perks over Scav Girl. Close you. Is that actual snow I'm seeing and not dust? It could just be dust though. It's probably just dust. God, it's so cursed. Hello. Who's got a pretty face? Alright, we good? I think we're good. A-strip, like, I mean, just look at Mother Courage. It's just begging for the anime guys to come over, the what's it called, wereabouts, I think? Right, the anime people to come over and, like, ask for a waifu. Alright, good night, Sweet Prince. They know their audience. They know what most of their audience wants. I don't mind one way or the other, but there's certainly a reason out of all of my deep dives that Mother Courage is the most popular one, and it's not even close. What do you mean new? I haven't done like a video, like, I haven't done a video on what he talks about. So I'm not sure like what I would talk about with it. I probably could, but, I mean, like, I've used what he talks about, right, in my kind of like theories and so on and so forth. Like, for example, the Orgamech video has references to him, I'm pretty sure. I'm actually definitely sure, yeah. So like in the Orgamech video, I kind of talk about Lord Osen here and there and like kind of theories about how, like, for example, the Orgamechs might just be kind of engrams or clones of the original 3. Zombie. Oh no, in the sense of like, I'm not really, like, it's not that, Delta. It's more of just, I have thought about doing a Lordos video. I'm just kind of on the fence of like how I would add value to it other than just read off what he says. In regards to like learning wise, right? It does kind of give the illusion that either the Lordos we have in the innards is insanely old, or he's a copy. But Zombie, I would say though, like in the sense of, like, just go look at the comments of that video, man. Giant thirst trap. All right, you don't see me. I am kind of curious what he's read though over in comparison to the normal Orgamech color. Just an older variant. And, like, maybe he could be the original too, and like everything after that's just a copy. I mean, it's the internet, but no, it is what it is. That they're free to act however they want. Medical Orgamech, yeah, maybe. I feel like you would have said something about that though, I feel like. I don't think it will... Maybe it's... I think it might be in the game, actually. I think Zombie have died to it before in game. I want to say Licking One's in game currently. Weirdly enough, the deaths I haven't had yet are from the... what's it called? Apparently Toothy has animation in game. I'm not sure of the exact criteria you need to actually have for Toothy to sync kill you. So he generally ends up just stomping me whenever I try it. Yeah, like exactly. I heard it before, and I've seen it before. I've never personally been able to like replicate it. Right, I'm not sure of the exact criteria of conditions. Typically, whenever I mess with Toothy, right, I usually try to jump on his head. I'll land, and he ends up meleeing me with a stomp, effectively ending my life. Oh, interesting. I wonder if he has to be like not in combat, perhaps. That's typically the case with, I think, with Mother Courage too. Hey, Mike. Mother Courage has a, hey, Al, has like a proximity kind of thing, right? Where even if you think she's unaware of you, if you get too close to her, she will go ahead and start the sync kill. So it seems like right now, at least for a few of the units, it's mainly proximity based. I want to say it's an Arillo video, if I recall correctly, Lewis. It's, I want to say it's from one of those, like 3D printed buildings. I can't remember what the video, like what video it's in, but Lewis, I'm pretty sure it's canonical that like those 3D printing machines that come out and like rebuild stuff during the night shift, essentially. And I could be wrong, but I feel like it's canon. Yeah, and then trailer 2, yeah. Like, from the videos I've watched, right, it seems that it's definitely in one of them. It's been so long since I've actually, like, sat down and watched all of them. Can Toothy talk? I don't think Toothy... Does Toothy make any sounds at all, really? Except for his, like, mechanical sounds? I usually don't live very long when I'm that close to Toothy, right? Alright, any quests for Scorched Enclave? There we go. Yeah, he just eats you, just noms you. He's just shy. He needs a meal first before he'll talk. Just give Toothy like a high-pitched squeaky voice.
The surface provides options.
Alright, so we have Pyro and we have Enclave Strike. And then we have to survive after that. So let's go see if Pyro's here. I hear at least Jurassic medium mechs. Alright, no Pyro here. Thanks, Ace. Appreciate the kind words. Oh god, Dale. Oh, yeah. They need to go talk to Daniel Day-Lewis and get him into doing Toothy's voice. Hey, like, you never, like... So apparently he's out of retirement again to do his son's movie. So, like, hey, he's back on the market. I'm sure he would enjoy it too, right? Having to, like, get into, like, the method acting of Toothy. Oh god. That would be kind of neat, Zombie, right? Like, kind of shooting off his bag to see what's inside. Maybe you can find some special stuff inside. I think he's supposed to be, like, an emergency medevac unit, actually, right, Delta? If I recall correctly, like, that's his intended role, is, like, he gets catapulted into areas to be, like, an emergency medevac. Or medical unit. It's just that, current implementation-wise, he's a bodyguard and just a bully. Alright, where the hell is Pyro? Honestly, it kind of begs, like, the whole, like, considering the prevalence of biofuel, it kind of makes sense that we would probably utilize biofuel too, right? Like, why wouldn't we? If it's readily available and, you know, usable. I actually don't know where all of Pyro's spawns are. I know he spawns over there, I know he spawns over here, I know he spawns over here, but outside of that, I'm not sure where else he spawns. If he spawned in the field, he's already dead from the medium max. I can't really help that. He currently has a grenade launcher. But no, yeah, we can listen for the grenade launcher sound to see if we can hear him. Like, naturally, we're eventually going to probably see incendiaries, right? Oh. Toothy just freaking landed on that 4XO. This doesn't feel like a fair fight, guys. Leave the XO alone, my god. That poor Exo has Toothy, 2 Euruscan Medium X, like 2 or 3 T90s, and now an entire... How is it still alive? There it goes. Yeah, that is just bad luck right there. Who's shooting me? Leave me alone. Yeah, out. All right, I'm very hurt. It's time for me to leave. I mean, there is science though. Oh, his bag's already gone. He can't pick me up anymore. His bag's gone. The floating bag. I mean... See, he just stomps me. That was like a perfect grab me moment, right? It meant to be closer. Maybe because he lost his bag, he couldn't do it anymore. He didn't have a bag to place me in. Oh, we tried. Let's run it back though, because I do want to see if we can get Pyro dead. Let's actually rock the SVD. Let's do some sniping. Alright, 54R. We probably don't need that much 54R. That's plenty. Alright, run it back. You wanna zoom in on his backside, Blood Panda? Not here to judge, you know. Some people have Mother Courage, you just have Toothy. Nothing wrong with that.
Our deeds are measured in scraps. Let's not waste space.
Right, up we go. God damn it. Actually, we missed the spawn trigger anyway, so let's go get the spawn trigger. Alright, spawn should have happened by now. So now we head up. Hey, Reggie. I feel like you have, but it's been a while, so it passes. Ugh, snipers. Who's shooting me? Why are you jerk shooting me? Leave me alone. Why are you so enamored with shooting me? I wonder if it's like a height thing. Alright, we're good there. I need to kill some assaulters. We got one already. I don't think so. Like, the only units that actually have headed boxes are ones with heads. Like, oh sorry, like human bodies. And even then too, right? The scramblers and the crawlers don't. It's like really only the infantry have headed boxes. So, like, people who did some data mining looked or saw that like the medium mechs actually have different damage zones, but it seems very preliminary or testing, right? Like it's not fully implemented yet. So I imagine we'll see something along those. We got the bug is still here. Hey, look, it's our magazine, guys. What's it? Why is the SVD so cursed? But yeah, at the moment there's not really a crit spot. Apparently medium mechs might have it, but like it doesn't matter all that too much with medium mechs. I mean, apparently Shaman's a freaking Jedi. No pyro? No pyro. Also, for all of those thirsty for Mother Courage, y'all need Cyber Jesus. Is that pyro? It's a bodyguard.
Nothing to be done. They must be cut down.
I feel like, you know, when there's a bodyguard, you would have... Oh, it's an officer. It's been a... Huh. An actual faction European officer that has an MG34. You don't see that every day. Who just shot me? Very rude. Do you see me? I thought I was hidden up here. Where did he go? Oh. Alright, we're good there. Is the officer still alive? I don't think so. But no, that officer, very rare sight, I guess. That might be my first time actually seeing him. But no, it was like it basically looked like a grin with a MG34 and had 4 bodyguards. Though it's kind of weird though, I will say, right? Like, very not armored. Well, like, you usually see your Asian officers in their like own big squad, and same thing with Euruscan officers. They usually will spawn as like every Euruscan squad will always have an officer. Though for Europa, right, that's not the case. You will, generally speaking, European squads always just the same type of guy, just times 8. I would say it kind of makes sense doctrinal wise when you have like, considering like the apparent elitism in Europa, right? It kind of makes sense officers would be kind of backliners with their own bodyguards. Though why the backliners in the middle of the trench line, you know, who knows? Yeah, that's a very rare spawn. That like might actually be the first time I've ever seen a European officer actually. pyro, weirdly enough. I would love to see like more officers and like radio men too. Hold on. Do. And ban. Alright. He doesn't. Like, he might have more spawns than ones I'm familiar with. He just ends up dying before I can get to him. Like, I know of that spawn, and this spawn over here. And if he's not there, like, he might have more spots, like, over here in the field, but he just ends up dying immediately. But no, like, actually, it's a good point, right? Where we have an entire European squad here, and it's just soldiers and Grins. I guess Grins might be like an NCO officer. Like, perhaps that's the case. If Europa still has an NCO corps. And that's it. Thought that was Pyre for a second. I got excited. Alright, well, bye, guys. No pyro, me no stay.
I hope the bastards at home appreciate this.
That's a good Clydesdale. Do you know if he's 100% spawn, though? Like, there are some units that aren't 100% spawns, even when you have the quest for it. Alright, get rid of these for now. We haven't done Scrapyard yet, actually. Time for Scrapyard. Probably means time for Bagman. I know the case like with like the sniper and then Goldberg with payback, right? They're not 100% spawn chances. Typically they will spawn, but there's a chance they don't. See you, zombie. Thanks for stopping by. That's plenty of ammo, right? What gun do I want to use otherwise? Let's go M60 on the offhand just to use to kill some cyborgs on the spawn. Yeah, I think the biggest thing right now is like Europa is kind of playing the straight man, as in they don't really have any weird special units, unlike every other faction so far. And they might not, like they might just be the straight man. They might get like interesting war machines, but infantry wise or like they won't have any monstrosities. Though they could have spec ops though. See some like elite infantry in the future. Like European Navy SEALs. Yeah, so like I've noticed with a sniper, if he's, it seems when he spawns in the bunker now, he instantly dies for some reason. Even like when you're across the map from him, if you ping where he spawns in the bunker, you'll actually get the notification of a bag. So it seems like for some reason he just dies when he spawns immediately over at bunker. He can spawn on top of the mech and at Shantytown, but like that's the only spot where it seems like he won't instantly die. I mean, he makes a fight with everyone. He does not discriminate. It's easy if you know how the map operates. It's still deadly, but like it's pretty simple, right? The biggest thing you need to know, right, is just like you need to make sure you do the extract mechanic before you even try doing the map. If you try like extracting after you spawn the rest of the map, it's real rough. Yeah, if you have medkits, this map is really easy because the spawns are pretty like, well, like you can learn the spawns very well and how to play them. It's a good map for farming experience for sure, especially considering you can't get HKs on this map. I thought you would not be... I thought you would have a hole. Yeah, the brawlers, the orange, like European variant's much more interesting. This map just becomes a kind of a pain after the brawlers start spawning en masse because they hurt so damn much. All right. The RPK brawlers are like the scariest enemy that you can kill in the game. They hurt so much. Oh! Fucking, what the hell was she doing? Yeah, the stagger, like, you take a couple, like, you take like 400 or 500 damage, you get staggered, you kind of unstagger yourself and then take 500 more and die. It's pretty brutal. I swear, I don't think I honestly do not think Bagman Sprint actually makes you faster. I feel like it just zooms you out. It's the illusion of speed. Batman. Hold on. It genuinely feels like they're just fucking with your FOV, yeah. Yeah, like there is a small case or reason to actually use a handgun. It's not a big one, but it is a case. It does make you slightly faster. It's like the whole CS, like the CS thing, right? You run faster with your knife out. The only thing I don't really love is like the waddling you do with the pistols, right? When you sprint with pistols, it looks so weird. Sure, true. Shoot. Yeah, I don't think we're any faster. Hold on. That's sprint. Maybe it's slightly faster. I would have to time it. Like, it might be like 10% faster, 5% faster. It doesn't feel like much. No, they all want to look at duck with a pistol. True Moon, that is going to be Friday. Friday is a community stream. Every other Friday we do a community stream where we have open lobbies. Alright. Not too bad. I'm guessing the brawlers got stuck. A few areas of that map, units will end up getting stuck, right? In the upper areas where they spawn, and like that little close, like off map areas they get stuck to. All right. Oh, did they get approved? Hold on. I guess they got approved. All right, what map now? Back to Mesa? Sure, back to Mesa. Yeah, unfortunately, I would have them for free, Blood Panda. Unfortunately, YouTube forces me to have them behind a paywall. So I made it the cheapest possible paywall. Nice. Yeah, make sure you verify your game on there, Dale. There's like a process of doing that, and like once you do that, you'll get a lot more channels. I think the LFG might not be behind that anymore, but it might be. Let's go back over to Masked Man. All right, I need to do, let's see here. Yeah, Aramaki has my ammo. There we go. My brain stalled out for a second there. It's like, who sells 7.62? Oh yeah, Aramaki does. I feel like Masked Man's like he is because you can kind of have any scavenger be Masked Man then. I wasn't Masked Man until I put on the mask. Well, no shit, Masked Man. Your name's Masked Man, Masked Man. Hey, Booter. Roboscav and Water Thieves. Not much has changed. They did a hotfix for like the aggro being kind of bonked out in January, but other than that, we're kind of just still waiting on a content patch. Though they are currently like working on it, so end of March, like worst case scenario. But right now the game's just in like early access period, right? Where there's not much going on. Like I said, as long as they're meeting their cadence of once a quarter, I'm personally pretty happy. And so far they've been meeting that or exceeding that, right? There we have our ammo. Let's go ahead and bring in a scanner. Why not? Oh, my account, I was doing some messing around with saves during the break, and my account basically got like soft wiped. I didn't lose prestige, but I lost like basically all my money, or most of my money that wasn't in the vault. I had like 3 mil in the vault, so I don't have a lot of money right now. I'm not really like trying to farm money per se either. If this patch is big, like I might consider wiping again. Not like probably wiping my prestige, but probably my inventory.
I hate the surface.
But it kind of depends too on what we eventually see here with this patch. And like the whole currency money just feels a bit weird, right? And I'm not the biggest fan of it. I kind of want to see a different system personally, but that's just me. It's serviceable for now. There's a gotcha right there at least. It's kind of nice though, right, Booter? Like when you take a break for like when people say they get burned out on this game, it's like, yeah, it's an early access game, it's single player. Go take a break for a bit. Come back to it after a patch or two. It'll feel fresh again. Breaks are good. Yeah, no Goldberg down there at least. Could be over there. Yeah, the whole I hate sand. It's coarse and rough and gets everywhere. There we go, there's the RPK. Yeah, yeah. Wait, is that Tormentor over there? No, it's probably just EODs. Alright, let's go see if we can find Goldbrick and Tormentor. If they're not here, they're gonna be over by bunker. Did I just see a Tanko flying off on the cab? I think I did. It's certainly gone now, but... Oh, they're fighting. Tank's definitely gonna go away in a second. Let's hold on. Let's watch. That almost killed me. Got reset. I need you guys to start shooting each other again, please. Do I need to help you kill this thing? Hey, drone. So creepy animation-wise. Let me just... Yeah, I was helping you.
Some sort of plan?
Frickin' drones. Did they despawn? I think they despawned actually. Neat. Alright, let's keep moving, I guess. I want to see the things kill each other again so they can start flying, but... Go, Mighty 90, go. Go fight the Merkava. Yeah, he was booking it. I wonder when I'm not firing at each other. Okay, Goldberg is there. We ideally want to get close enough to... I don't want to fight him in the open. I guess this is probably not the worst spot, actually. Alright, we're good. Man, he flew too. Everyone's flying today. All right, so Tormentor could possibly be up here. The RP gauge is like the best all-around gun, really, right? It's got good damage, good ammo capacity. You can buy a lot of its ammo per reset. It is just like de facto one of the better guns. All right, so these guys should kill the tanks. There we go. Go to the moon, baby. So if you're wondering why you can't find the loot for tanks, that's why. Or for Red Baron, really. I mean, with enough time, yeah. It's just a time constraint, right? You can probably carry enough ammo to actually kill one with a big container. Would you really want to spend that much time shooting all of your ammo to kill it, though? I want to say medium max have like 160k HP. That's Tormentor right there, actually, I'm pretty sure. Grenade launcher. Just like go on top of Shantytown and shoot grenade launchers at them. They die pretty quickly. Oh, is he in the wall again? He's in the wall. I can probably kill him, but I want to get into a safe spot first to do this. So we're gonna go up here. This is a safe spot where we can't get pushed. We can still die up here, but like for the most part, we should be safe from like cyborgs coming and murder us. And we have a perfect vantage point to go shoot down to that little room and kill the Tormentor. I really wish vaulting was its own key. I really wish there was a key to like turn off auto mantling. I want to jump, I don't want to mantle. Like here I want to mantle, but I don't always want to mantle. Sometimes I just want to jump. There we go, we did it. You can melee him. You can melee literally anything you wanted, right? I'm not hitting him, actually. Huh. Alright, let's go down to the room, I guess, then. I really hate all these cyborgs being here. Yeah, he's just thoroughly in the wall here. I'm not getting him at all. I tried. They're weirdly kind of chill, actually. I wonder if they're stuck in combat against the Tormentor, but they can't shoot him right. Like they're trying to shoot him, but can't. Or trying to path to him, but can't. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Let me up. Good there. All right, we're good. All right, no orgamech, please. And we're good.
I hope you bastards at home appreciate this.
Yeah, 2 out of 3. We could get this done too, but unfortunately he was just stuck. I mean, not really bugged, just derpy, right? Though, according to Miles, they're fixing that in this current upcoming patch. Well, there's the HK Orgamech, right? And then there's the regular Orgamech. Both are kind of derpy. A lot of it has to do with the movement of the Orgamech too, right? You can only like do like a very slow walk for the most part. So like if it wants to come investigate where you're at, it takes a while to get there, and by the time that it does that, you're usually gone. I don't think I've seen that. They have a melee trigger, right? Like they will melee you if you're too close, and they'll do just an AoE stomp that will one-shot you. But I don't know. I imagine they break also. They are very derpy. Currently, I know they wanted to fix that. They might have seen me just like doing loops around the Orgamech, taunting it. They have 2 attacks. They have that charge, and then they have a ground strike that will do an AoE around them. And that's usually what ends up killing me the most with them, right? When I'm messing around with them. You have to usually be pretty close for them to trigger that strike. But they do have it. All right, jump, regions, frozen swamp. So once camp, so we'll do that first, then we'll go to, yeah, then here, then out. That works. All of that works. Now, I did want to explore if there's ability to snipe him from far away too. Let's try the reverse order here. I'm gonna go ahead and break my rule a little bit here. This is only for fall damage though. I want to see if he will spawn when I'm on top of the pipes. It feels like he doesn't spawn until you're close. But these medkits are only for basically fall damage. Because we're gonna be taking some, doing what I'm gonna be trying to do. Because I wanted to explore, like, there's a bunch of pipes you can walk around upon. Though we tried it a couple streams ago, we couldn't get him to spawn from the pipes, at least one set of pipes. I'm curious if there's a different set of pipes we could try to use though.
I hate the surface.
So like, unlike most quest units that will typically spawn like right off the start of a map, this one won't. He won't spawn until you're apparently pretty close to the scav camp. Or I guess the water thief camp. But first things first, let's go ahead and collect our stuff. So I want to see, I doubt he's... I'm gonna try jumping down on this and see if we can't snipe him from the top of that. Is that everyone? We're good. Because we tried over here before, right? Where we tried going on these pipes over here. And unfortunately, the hell did you come from? He did not spawn. Alright, that's one dead. I need to go do the staircase over here real quick. We get the last of the schedules, the train schedules. Alright, we're good there. Definitely took some damage though. My god, where did you come from? Alright. Let's go head up. Gonna pop our 2 medkits to make sure we're at full HP for the drop damage. We good? Okay. Let me make sure I'm at full HP, because this is gonna hurt a lot. This might even just kill me flat out without being Bagman. This might be like a Bagman only strat. Actually, that's not that far down. This should work. If that's real, that's the biggest question. Is that real? Okay, I am full HP. Okay, that is real. We're good. It's sort of real. It's kind of real. Need to find the tower that he's in. Let's drop down to here. Okay, I think that's the tower he's in. And usually we'll spawn out front. There's a freaking pipe in the way. Oh no. I need to get into this pipe. Thanks, Starfurry. Appreciate it. Yeah, this might... I need to see if there's a way to get up to here. I tried last stream or a few streams ago a little bit, but it's a bit too sketched out. Like, I think the only way to do what I'm thinking of is to get onto this pipe here, and I'm not sure how to get on that pipe yet. We tried going over to here, but like, essentially you hit your head trying to jump there and you end up dying. Whoops. Those pipes are slick. The edges are dangerous. All right. There are no god rails, that is correct. I genuinely am curious if there's a way to get on that thing, but we'll see. All right, other way. We'll do it the hard way. And some good old 50 cal. That's plenty. So the reverse thought too, is there a way to get into that pipe from where we're at? Probably not. It's probably way too high. So yeah, it'd be this pipe right here. Yeah, there it is. Well, if that wasn't out of bounds, wonder, actually. There are these, like, side platforms, but there might not be a good way up from there. Like, getting to here to there doesn't seem like it's gonna be very plausible. Maybe. Is it worth the effort, though, is the question. Oh, is this not real? Okay, that's real. Yeah, it's a bit sketch. Are you shooting at me? Oh, okay. We probably took a lot of damage there, unfortunately. Oh yeah, we can get up here. Nope. Okay, I gotta, we'll do this, I'll do this later. I'm taking too much damage already from me falling to my death. I want to say it's possible to get higher than that, but I just don't know by how much. Is this a platform? Like for ceremonies? That's gnarly. Alright, let's go say hi to the guy up here. He'll never expect this. No, no! The guy just ate 450 cals! Well, on the plus side, we now know he has more than 4k HP. I guess 4.4k HP. Each shot of the NTW is 1.1k, if I recall correctly. So he's a very beefy boy. He's got lots of HP. Second try. Let's just bring a insurance policy here. Technically speaking, though, considering the amount of HP he has, if we don't get the splash damage, he still won't die. Look how much grenade launcher ammo I have. What the hell? I feel like I feel like I should have innards threat, right? Where if I'm stockpiling 2,000 rounds of 40mm, like, I start getting sensed out by the factions who want some. Like, give me some of that. Alright, third time's the charm. This time with more explosions. I will say, actually, I'm curious too, with the weapon rework, if they're gonna do any type of progression along with the weapons. That's definitely something that's a bit missed right now, is that, like, there's not much progression in regards to weapons. It's like, once you get past, like, the intro quests, you can essentially get any gun you want immediately. It's just like one quest away. I didn't bring a jump this time, so I had to, you know, go the pedestrian route. Sir, come back, please. Yeah, I'm sure that didn't feel good. Yes, please go outside. There we go. That's all we needed. Just a good old 40mm to the back of the head. Alright, so our other quest was getting the train convoy routes from the injector site. Yes, I got plenty of 40mm. You're shooting me. Oh, the turret? Okay, got it. Is there a safe way this way? It might be down this way a little bit more. Hey, Nomad, how's it going? Alright, we're good here. Just need our train schedules. No drones allowed to live. Do I want to deal with you? I mean, we'll just go around it. Shouldn't be a problem. That's nice to hear. Get yourself some peace. I'm in the ground. Alright, so we just need train schedules and then we can leave. Any combat up here happening? Doesn't appear to be. There they go. What are they shooting? The turret? Oh no, there's a guy up there, okay. Why is that? Alright, time to move on. Let's go see if we can't find our train schedules real quick. Any snipers in here? I don't want to get murdered. I've been like ambushed by snipers in here so often, I'm so scared of them now. They hurt so bad. Alright, we'll get that. Get there.
Hey, I live for this. Please, give me time.
Oh, that's fair, yeah, like kind of in a groggy state. Where you just kind of you can't go back to bed, but you can't do anything either. That's fair. Alright. Nothing there, so we're good there. So I think we have to hit up the staircase down, unfortunately. Which means you guys probably need to die. I didn't feel like it was that close. I must have been pretty low HP. I didn't feel like that was that close. Maybe the distances were lying to me? I don't know. I thought we were farther away than that. Whoopsie daisy. I had no... I figured we were that low from the fights against the water thieves. But I didn't think we were that low or that close to get murdered by our own contraption. All right, 556. At least this time we can just start at the injection site and then get our container, get our stuff and leave. Oh no, there is... Yeah, there is no reason to ever use cigarettes in the game. Like, they're supposed to help your accuracy, but like, they do two really bad things. Once, like the biggest thing is that they drain 200 HP. But on top of that, they do it in a very slow manner. And while you're under that debuff, you cannot take any other consumable. So you can't heal. So say, for example, if you pop some cigarettes and then go into combat, during the entirety of the cigarette buff / debuff for HP loss, you cannot heal.
I hate the surface.
It makes it so deadly. Technically speaking, if you're below 200 HP and you take cigarettes, congratulations, you are now dead. You have killed yourself. But no, yeah, there's not much reason to use cigarettes in the game currently. They're kind of just they just exist. Yeah, like, and the HP loss is one thing, but like, the real downside of cigarettes is not being able to heal during them. It is by far the worst downside of them. Did I? I did, okay. So, I feel like they know this at this point, but interesting bug. So, the default magazine size for the M16 is 20 rounds. And so, when I try reloading right now, I can't do it. Because even though I have the upgraded magazine of 30 rounds, it still views the 20 rounds as like the max or the... I am talking here. It still views that as like the max capacity or the full capacity, right? So for example, right now at 30 rounds, I can reload. I can reload all I want at 30, does nothing. But back down to 20, can't reload. Fun little bug. So if you're wondering why you can't reload sometimes, you might have hit the magical number where you're back at your default magazine capacity. Nope, all guns should have that bug. All guns that have magazine upgrade have that bug. And so naturally some guns that don't have like a magazine upgrade, like the Spectre M4, you won't ever see that because it doesn't have a magazine upgrade. But if you can change the magazine size, whatever the default will be, oh god, this fucking sniper, I'm so scared. It's gonna hit me no matter what. No! No. No. I'm sorry. We can talk about this. We can talk about this. We can talk about I don't want to get shot. Truce? Timeout? I hit him. Oh, there was a void there. Got him. Thank God. When you aggro a sniper, their reaction time is so godly, I don't think there was any way for us to, like, peek from cover and not just take a good old shot for, like, 800 damage. No, yeah, there's a thin slit. A very thin slit they have to see through. God, I hate this staircase. I hate this staircase. I hate this staircase. Oh, I hate this staircase so much. I hate the staircase. I'm just gonna go ahead and like assume that we got what we needed here and head for the exit, because I'm sure we're really low HP. Is that above us or below us? I'm hearing noise. It's above us. No, it's below us. Probably not. I like considering, I don't know. So like some European soldiers are wearing like nothing. They wear like Vietnam era war stuff, like Vietnam era stuff. Though like the more armored infantry gives me the vibe that like the air quality isn't good. They need ways of filtering out the air. It's weird too, like mostly like weirdly enough, there's actually quite a few elite variants for European soldiers that will have like the M203 but like no armor. There's like current like there's a spawn patrol, right, that basically is like one pilot and two elite European soldiers with M203s, but those soldiers will also have like no armor at all. It could also be in the sense of like they maybe have modified lungs perhaps, or like they've been enhanced artificially. That or they just don't need to actually bother, you know. Maybe the air sucks, but they don't really care because they're like they're gonna die before they're 30 anyway. No one usually gets old enough for lung cancer to become a thing. Yes, the drone tree. But no, like, yeah, these variants here have like the red eyes. It gives you kind of the thought that they're definitely just like not there anymore. They're no longer human, they're just kind of like husks with a bit of programming to like say go murder sentient things or human things.
Hard run. But at least we made it.
We didn't get all of them? Oh, come on. We got 2 out of 3. Shame. I think it's time to visit the grabber. Been a while. Get her good old jumps. We don't really need a big rig for this, but might as well. We don't really need ammo at all because we're not shooting anything. All right. You know, let's be cheeky. This will probably end in me dying. Yeah, the portrait is ain't great. Nice stuff here. That's a nice temperature there. 61 degrees. Everyone in Europe's like, oh my god, are they dying? Fahrenheit. Freedom units. Though, not very freedom units.
Time to carve him up.
Alright, do we have the Erskine Patrol? We do. And they're heading this way, so we need to give them a wide berth. Because sometimes when we'll head up the staircase and see us if we're too cavalier. Just need to see if they pass. Think we're good? Why are they doubling back? Now, I think this door might make noise, but we just have to get through. Okay. I need to be cautious. I don't remember where the dog spawns this map on this side. Or where it spawns, rather. I think it might just spawn in the atrium, if I recall correctly. Alright, that door is closed. We're not fucking with that, then we'll just go in the hard way. Here, Shad. How's it going? Alright. Let's go free these poor souls. Mush. Be free. Go distract the dog for me. So now we just need to find the book and then to leave unseen. So Rashad, that's the focus of their upcoming patch, is AI weapons performance and networking. So like right now we're still in the December build, right? We haven't had an update since December. There was a hotfix in January, but that was mainly just fixing a bug with the December build. But still very early access alpha, so if you're waiting for it to cook, definitely still give it some time to cook. Oh. Well, there's the grabber. It's looking the other way though, so this should be fine. I need to grab the book here if it's here. The book is not there. Alright, I need you to not see me. Though I might be able to close the dog off here if I close this door here. Now, unless the dog teleports, it should be locked into that side. You can kind of tell. I'm not sure if they planned for Scav Girl to be like side strafing. The animations are... Left is fine. Left actually kind of makes sense. The right though, the right isn't there right now. The right strafe is a bit rough. It's a little skatey. Yeah, so like that's a big thing, Rashad, also is like they're doing a weapon pass. So like I'm very curious to see what that will entail. The weapons I do agree kind of feel out of whack a bit, so in a few different aspects. So I'm interested to see where they'll take them. But like no, like the left strafe, right? You can kind of see she's like moving her legs to like side strafe. But like the side strafe to the right though is her just walking forward and then skating to the right. You know what Scav Girl needs? She needs some wheelies. You know, the shoes with the little wheels on the back? Have her just skate around the battlefield. I'm already so slow. Loot like 3 containers and I'm so slow. Alright. You know, it's kind of nice having this side be free occasionally. It's nice and peaceful here. With the dog gone. Oh, the grabber is locked into the atrium because we spawned on the other side. Since we're playing solo, we only have one grabber. Yeah, there's no changing between. They said they're working currently on changing the shoulder view, the left and right. But it's heavily work in progress. That's probably we'll see if it's in this patch, but I don't think it's going to be in this patch from their wording of it. Just like, let it cook. Come back to it in like, you know, a couple months. Everything will be a surprise. Goat, pepper. I imagine everything in this world smells terrible. Also, Rashad, if your comment's more on just like having a first-person view mode, I don't think that's ever going to be a thing.
Let's go.
Because keep in mind, this is like a game developed by artists. They kind of want to show off their characters, right? And having a first-person only kind of view would kind of rob them of that. So like, I can't see them really ever having a first-person heavy view or viewpoint at all. It would always be third-person. And no worries. I know that's been like a comment from a few people though. They want to see like an FPS view. I don't think that. I think they said too that I don't think that's ever going to be in the cards really at all. Yeah, alternating shoulders is definitely something they're aware of though, for sure. Yeah, shoulder swap and probably field of view. Two pretty heavily requested features. The definitely shoulder swap over field of view for sure. Let's see here. Let's do some Alpha Mausoleum. We only had the one variant so far with nighttime. Oh, I mean, like every quest gives you water, so like there's not really much point. As long as you're questing, you're getting tons of water, right? So like you can see here, I'm getting 1 day of water off this quest. So it's like, as long as you're doing quests when you're playing the game, you don't really need to pick up water. Like the only time I'll find myself picking up water is if I'm doing like a fresh account. Because otherwise, like, you're just robbing yourself of money or utility slot. Alright, back to Masked Man. Actually, let's go back man here. Rigs. We're going to need a grenade launcher for this. Oh wait, I didn't level yet. Okay, hold on. Beautiful. All right, 40 millimeter. Nice. I don't think I need that much though. Let's go down to like 50, sure. Weapons, LMG, sure. Let's go for the Curse Saw. And we need to bring attack cam so we can actually find the cantina that dies after we kill Red Baron. Yeah, there's a lot with the consumables and definitely characters that could be worked out a bit. I know, like, the current character system's placeholder, right? Essentially, it's very bare bones. I now imagine we'll see a much more interesting fleshed out system in the future. The scaffolding's there for now, so... All right. Time to murder Red Baron. And hopefully find the container. Hopefully. No, like, so I will say, on that note, Rashad, I feel like a lot of the stuff, there's no progression in the game yet, essentially, right? It's just like once you do the intro quests, the whole game is available to you. There's not really been given any thought to progression. And one of the reasons why that is, right, is you kind of want everything available so you can get a lot of feedback and testing on certain things, right? Say, for example, if only, like, people who do this very long quest line that takes forever to do gets access to the grenade launcher, you wouldn't really get a lot of good feedback on it, right? So it's much better to just like make things readily available to like test out first. And that doesn't need to change in the future, right? Like progression needs to actually be implemented, but it just for right now, for testing reasons, there's not too much need for progression. And it can be kind of harmful too. It's gonna be so hard to actually find the right container now because I killed 2 of them. Alright, this is one over here I just saw. Yeah, there's the HK. I'm not surprised about that at all. HK, stop, please. I'm trying to get my shit. HKs, please. I just want to get Red Baron quests done. I got that container, I don't see any other containers. Yeah, just 2 extra components, that's it. Well, we tried. See ya, Delta. No, leave me alone. Okay, apparently I'm very close to death. Actually, just time to leave now then. If you hear that sound, the heartbeat sound, it's time to leave. Well, we tried. We can run it back, though. We got nothing done. Conceptually, like, here's the problem with so many things, Pack, is I kind of would, like, want to know the intent behind, like, in a vacuum, almost, like, anything would be better than what we currently have. But it's hard to say that when I don't know the intent behind the system and what it's trying to convey or what it's trying to do. It just like it ties into water too, because conceptually I don't understand why there's an IRL timer in the game. It feels like it has to be more than just water for it to make sense, right? Like, it feels like there has to be other stuff or other stuff planned to be tied into this system or to the IRL timer for there to be so much friction in regard to removing it, or just to have it in the first place, right? And it kind of ties into the whole thing with leveling too. Like, the whole prestige system with leveling right now with characters feels very contrived and weird, but like, we could be seeing a very small part of a much bigger picture. And naturally, when we only see the small part, it doesn't make a lot of sense until we see the whole picture. And it's impossible to know that until, and let's say, like, convey that to us, right? Their insistence of like watering down water to the point where it's basically meaningless and keeping the IRL timer really makes me feel like there's something at play here that's more than just water with the IRL timer. Okay, we're good. I think I saw one fly over that way. There's two. No, leave me alone. Are you still shooting me through the fucking wall? Stop it. Alright, I'm probably pretty low HP. Oh, we must go on. I dropped you but can't pick you up again. Whoops. I think it was one of these. I think it was a red circuitry. No. Oh god, they got a vector. When you see a vector soldier, there's a sniper not too far away. Oh, thank god. We dodged the sniper. Ah, yes, my sprint. These goddamn cows taunting me. I don't think they're worth that much. Really, the only thing that's like worth really anything in a destroyed state is like a grenade launcher for the most part. For the most part, you're generally, unless you're trying to like farm a disabled gun, like a Vepr, you're generally better off with more large slots than a weapon slot. Dude, that dog just fucking wrecked two of them. Seeing two of them go off the red radar. Oh, here's our friend. Sir? There we go. My god. Is that an exo? What the hell are you doing down here? You don't belong down here. This is a trench line. I think it despawned actually. So, what's the chance the dog will let me open the door here? Is it high? I think it's high. There's nothing to be afraid about. It's just a very passive dog. It's just chilling. Squigglies, this. You. Alright, that quest is done. Okay, the dog is apparently free now. I need to be careful.
very upset. Oh, he's fighting an Exo, that's why. Okay. I mean, technically speaking, the grabber wins this. It just takes forever. Oh, there's the HK. I have a solution for you. I don't trust this dog. I imagine it's probably very similar to what we see on the Cyborgs, just a bit more high quality. It actually bothers trying to, like, have the facade of being human. That's not good. Alright, it's running off, we're fine. Like, it's probably just synthetic muscle, right? But it actually, like, has the nice feature of being actually... It's made by Cascadia, I think, right? He's also got, like, you can see this, his back of his neck too also has some augments also. His back of his neck, he's got definitely like a brain implant too from the triangle. Bunch of stuff. Yeah, it's perfectly fair too. Like, hopefully one of the things the new and improved AI will allow, basically, right, is the ability to play more stealthy, right? I think they kind of, like, said there's not gonna be, like, a true, like, stealth game, like, thief sort of system in the game. But there will be, like, much more capability for stealth in the future, hopefully. It is. I think just right now, like, there's not a lot of quests that facilitate that for the most part. Like, there's the generic go to container and loot container quests, but, like, a lot of the quests feel like, not, I don't want to say placeholdery, but they feel very bare bones right now. And I guess it is hard, too, when you're trying to have, like, an open-ended game. You can't really design a lot of narrative quests when your game is supposed to not really have, like, a grand narrative. Like, it's telling a story, but it's not doing so in a very regimented or structured way. Well, 2 out of 3. Red Baron did not drop his flag today. I feel like they are. They're doing the whole show not tell sort of deal, and the little they do tell is like hidden among all the other things. You get to like kind of pick apart the story. Let's see here. Trenches, trenches. And I think conceptually too, what will help with that also is kind of like a rebalancing of silencers. Wait, not Bringer In, actually. I meant to do Thief of the Night. If they rebalance silencers to be like not just a catch-all solution to stealth, it will kind of force more stealthy, not engaging gameplay. Because taking fights even with a silencer can be, you know, a bit deadly. I'm only kind of low on 50 cal actually. Oh no. It's our backup anyway, that's perfectly fine. Alright, so we have kill, we have get alcohol, and then we have, yeah, fix the meat grinder. I would like a bit more of a melee system pack. It's pretty low on my priority list, but I would like to see like simple bayonets be like work right. It'd be cool to have bayonets be a viable option that did a lot more melee damage or like stealth damage, right? In regards to like nerfing units, right? I wouldn't, if they ever reworked how medicine worked, like, so every single major patch thus far, they've essentially buffed the damage and the accuracy and basically the deadliness of the NPCs. And I will say conceptually to me that feels like them trying to fight how strong medkits are. And so if we ever see a scenario where if they nerf medkits or change how medkits work, they can probably dial back the amount of damage and accuracy these units have again. Because in essence, the issue was with an advanced medkit, you could kind of out heal the damage enemies would do back in the day. And to compensate for that, they kind of been pushing the envelope in regards to how much damage a unit can do. And so if their approach was to change how medkits work to make them not as abusable in combat, I feel like along with that, you could probably tail back the damage a bit. It also depends too if they keep stagger or not. I'm personally not the biggest fan of how they currently have stagger. I think it's a bit weird. A bit Remnant, yeah. Like Remnant has that like post-apoc vibe right to it. I will say I wasn't really a big fan of the gunplay in Remnant. At least I never played the second Remnant because I wasn't a big fan of the first one. I played the first Remnant through, but like I thought it was a very middling experience. Like I would give Remnant 1 like a 6.5 or 7 out of 10. It was fine, but I would never like play the game again, I don't think. And like the gunplay was okay. It wasn't great. Conceptually though, like the gunplay in this game is still definitely lacking, but I think it's a better base than Remnant. It still has a ways to go, and we'll see how they do in this upcoming patch, but like conceptually I feel like the guns here have a lot more weight than Remnant ever did. Remnant guns felt very like, I don't know, they just felt like they didn't fit into the environment of the game. And once again, I'm only referring to the first game. I'm entirely unfamiliar with Remnant 2. They could have fixed that, and I have no idea. All right, let's go repair the meat grinder. And I will say conceptually, right, like my biggest qualms like about this game have been like generally speaking just the animations. Like my first thought when watching the trailers, right, or the gameplay demos, right, I was like, wow, those animations look rough. And so like that's just always been the case so far, is like the animations are like probably the low point of the game. And they've been getting better here and there. It takes a lot of time too when you're when your whole thing is making a bunch of different units that have very interesting models and like non-normal human biology. Yeah, the rigging animation's gonna be a bitch, right? But no, it's been the weak point of the game for me. Yeah, it'd be interesting how they do customization in the future, or just like not customization, but like character upgrades in the future. They kind of talked about how they want to give like more characters the like active abilities of like say Gunhead. And on that point too, it is like one thing I'm hoping. I don't think I'm gonna ever get my wish, but like I'm not a big fan of the UI. So like, for those unfamiliar with the game, so I can actually show you, this is the UI, and my biggest gripe with it is like having to cycle through the bars to use things, right? So let me just drop some stuff here as an example. So I can find a med kit real quick. So like if I'm trying to like pick out a consumable to use, I have to like hit 3 over and over again, and it cycles through. There's no ability to place like an item on a bar, and same thing with equipment, right? If we see a bunch of different abilities or character things they can do, like one of the things that will have to be changed, I imagine, is changing the UI to accommodate that, because right now it just, I don't think it's in a good spot to be able to allow for that. And there's definitely been times too where I play like a normal run, and like you will occasionally die trying to like cycle through your consumables to actually use something.
We get to see another day.
Or worse, you accidentally use a use cigarettes and kill yourself. Like if the thought is like they want to create tension trying to like go through your inventory to find your medkit, I much rather have them be like have a time to like actually activate the medkit as opposed to the current system we have. Because it just feels a bit rough. Who's a good boy? All right, let me see. I'm curious too. Let's go over to vendors. Let's go over to Grillo. How much do I have right now? Yeah, so like, keep in mind, my account got soft wiped in like the beginning of January, and like I'll play for about. I only play on stream, so I play about between 8 and 12 hours a week, because 4-hour streams, and I play 2 or 3 times a week, or stream 2 or 3 times a week. So like between January and now, so like 2 months, right, of playing essentially, let's just say 12 hours a week, best case scenario. It's more like 8, let's say 12. I currently, and this is all from quests, right, just from doing quests, I have both max water. It might be only 50 though, not 100. Yeah, I essentially have 420 water. Nice. And so like, there's just no tension there at all. And like like that's only from questing too, right? I have never, outside my first 13 or 14 water to get up to Bundleton, I have never picked up water. That's all from quests. Let's go over to Mesa, yeah. We technically have not done our murder spree in a while. Alright, so let's play Bagman. I want something with a flashlight, which means basically none of these are an option. I don't have a Pepper currently. I kind of like the idea of an M60. Though I don't think this can have a flashlight on it, though. Can you? You cannot. No flashlights. You can though, can't you? Yeah, you can. I guess it's a Saul. And then for this, we're gonna be spawning over at the streets. So, like, the way to view it, Rashad, is much less like a war, but a bunch of regional conflicts. When you think of it as a grand scale war with like someone in charge and clear goals, it's kind of a bit misleading. You're like wondering how has this lasted for so long without peace. Instead, think of it as regional conflicts that are essentially ran by AI warlords for each faction. And like, it's essentially self-perpetuating, right? Like, all of the logistics are built up to accommodate these certain conflicts in these certain areas, and so those conflicts keep happening. Like, there's not really a consolidated grand strategy of the factions trying to win the war. It's more of just, these are the motions and this is how it is and this is how it goes through. Well, the world looks dead because we're technically in this, like, no, like, if you ever played this war of mine, right? We're in this war of mine. Like, we're in a war-torn area of the world, right? And we technically don't know what's going on outside of the world, right? Like, we don't know what's going on outside of this particular area. But, like, conceptually, we're part of, like, a local theater of war that has no direction outside of what the current kind of mini AI is telling it to do. Go the other way, please. Why are you coming this way?
Drop these guys quick, then let's rock.
Yeah, like, Eurasia is like one of the few factions that can actually has arable soil, right? Like soil that can actually be used for cultivation of crops. Yeah, I mean, like, you still have Europa, Eurasia, and Eruska, right? It's just that, they're all in various states of decline for their own reasons. This is like the like you put it in chat, right? Think of this as almost like Ukraine, right? Where you have, for the most part, Ukraine is still operating like it would, right? But it has the occasional airstrike, missile strike here and there, and the front lines have these entirely destroyed areas, right, where it is literally ruins, like Bakhmut, for example. We're essentially in Bakhmut. Like, everything's been razed to the ground, there's destroyed things everywhere. But like, if you go 500 miles to the east or west, right, into the interior countries, like, they might be war-torn a little bit, right, but they're mostly intact. Also hold on here. HUD off. Go away. I don't think it's rogue AIs per se, it's just AIs that are like, their only goal is to win a certain area. Like, the AIs in these theaters of war, right? They're not concerned with the grand scale of things. They're just concerned with winning their local conflict. Like, you might have the matrons. Grr. I'm too big. So hard to see things on the ground. Anyway, my god. You have these AIs that are essentially only in charge of a small local theater of war, right? Their directives and their programming and their designs and their goals are not to win the war with Eruska or Europa or Eurasia. It's to win this local conflict, like win the battle for the city of Los Angeles. So they're not thinking on a grand scale, they're thinking on a micro scale, right? However, they're probably not in charge of their procurement, right? Like, they are detached from their procurement bots or AIs, right? Like, you might have the AI in charge of this local theater of war, and then you have an AI in charge of your open logistics, right? And they will send their supplies over to this theater, right? And that's what the AI here has to work with. Is those reinforcements that it gets. Which it might not have any part in requesting. It might be able to request more, like, different supplies from High Command. But there might not even be a High Command left, right? It might just be, like, all of the motions in place, but none of the actual, like, command. Imagine this, right? If you've ever played Factorio, it's like that, where you get to like the very late game, where things are building themselves and doing their own job, everything's automated, and the factory is almost building itself at this point. That's essentially where they're at, where there no longer needs to be input from the player or the command at that point, right? It's self-perpetuating. Also, if you've never played Factorio, it's a great game, but man, you can just fucking get lost in the sauce in that game. It is one of those games where it's just like a massive time sink, and you'll just like blink and like 8 hours go by. Yeah, like Satisfactory is very much just like a 3D Factorio. Same exact concept, right? Where like you can get to the point where like your factory is basically building itself. This is a very weird. There they. Okay, I was like, where's all the runners at? Oh shit, there's 2 of them. There's 3 of them. Go, my cyborgs, go! Murder them for me. How low am I right now? I want to see our weight too. I was hoping to get more. I want to see like our current max weight, but might be time to leave. We are very hurt. How are your kneecaps still alive right now? There we go. No, that's pretty, like, we're not even near max right now. Like, this is actually, if we had the ability to heal, we'd be way higher. The only problem is I have HKs after me, which means I'm very not long for this world if I stay. It's just the pack mule. The pack mule is actual fucking crazy. All right, let's get into our spot here and wait for them. So without being Bagman, you generally cap out with alcohol, like looting this run here at about like 1.3 thousand kilograms. But we're 4 perks in the Bagman strength upgrade. So we should easily be able to push that. I want to go forward, but I'm sure they're coming up here still, right? Thankfully, they are a great distraction for the cyborgs.
Not too shabby.
Alright, I need to get into the kneecapping spot. I think they're almost up. No, like, in the October patch, they changed how weight works a bit, and it essentially made a lot of the characters a lot stronger weight-wise, or it did something to the weight. But, like, it feels a bit crazy, right, how we're currently carrying 1.2 thousand kilograms. No, no. All right, we're good. Fucking cyborgs ruining my fun. That's right. You shake your mouth like that. It reminds me of late night show with Craig Ferguson, Jeff. All right, we're full. I feel like we're not at max capacity though, weirdly enough. I feel like we should be carrying more. Oh no, no, we got more. We're good. We reloaded ammo and we got more room. All right, I think it's time to leave. The HKs are coming. And I'm in danger. I mean, 1.4 thousand is pretty good. I know there's an exo here. I don't think it gets better for us if we try running to somewhere else. I could have swear. Is it down here already? I heard it somewhere, I feel like. Is it like below here? Is it gonna ambush me and like one-shot me with a melee attack? I don't see it. Oh, well, it works. I'm okay with this. Go, my crawler minions, distract for me. Oh lord, he covered. Leave me alone.
To hit the red.
So much alcohol. That's like one big thing too. If they fix the spawning, is that will no longer be possible. Just like the way a lot of people make money in this game too, like lots of money, is doing farms like that because it makes you so much freaking money in a short span. But yeah. All right, that's it for today, everyone. Thanks for watching. We'll be back on Friday with the community stream. Hopefully a patch soon. We'll see. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on Friday. If I don't see you again, have a good weekend. All right, bye all.